He has, I'll preach that up and down. Like, they have a great catalog. Sometimes you have to dig for some things, but man, there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of good movies. It's just...
Jason, you're muted. You're muted.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Three Geeks Podcast. It has been a day. So our third judge canceled like 5 minutes ago. So I've been frantically trying to find a third judge. I think I did. So we're all good to go. I don't know where Max is, but what is going on? Corey, welcome to the show, man. Everybody, this is Corey from Wilkys Movie and Music. John and Justin and I were on his show last week. So we were doing Remake Revolution tonight, and I was like, you should come on and be part of it. So,
absolutely. I appreciate you having me on.
And Mr. John Orlando, so I want to talk about this. So last week was our 10-year anniversary show, and I wanted John to be a part of it. So I asked John back in like the end of June. I said, John, when are you free in August? And he said, well, I'm free on the 18th and the 17th. The 10th and the 17th. I said, the 10th and the 17th? I said, the 10th is a perfect 10-year anniversary day. We'll do it on the 10th. It's going to be awesome. The night before, John's like, can't do it. I'm like, dude, we planned the whole thing around you. John's like, I'm sorry. I've got Orlando things to do, and I just can't be there.
But I sent in a video with a heartfelt, emotional, description of what Three Geeks means to me. So it wasn't like I just was like, whatever, I have better things to do. Here's an idea. Why podcast at 7:00 on a Saturday night?
We used to podcast at 10 a.m. on a Sunday. So, I mean...
Yeah, and we're old,
We've never been one for opportune times. I don't know.
Yeah. We like the idea of sleeping in.
Yeah, I think the thing was, too, we felt a little bit looser on Saturday nights. At least I definitely felt looser because I was pre-gaming most of the time.
Okay, I'm just saying that, yes, that all of that is true. I did, months ago, set this up, but then something came up where I had some college friends come in from out of town. And but I sent in a video. See, back me up on this, Mike. Okay. There you go.
You sent in your cameo. We paid you your $5, and you got most of our name. You got most of our names right.
You got $5? I didn't get anything. I was like, I gotta negotiate better when I go out and do these things.
I mean, not everyone is John Orlando.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that for sure.
There is only one.
I said it last week, but it definitely did. I'm going to reiterate it. It felt like the Seinfeld finale where it was the trial and you just have all the guest stars come back. But this time they're saying nice things instead of terrible things about us. So.
What is up, Chris? Thank you so much for filling in last minute. I literally asked him 3 minutes ago to be the third judge because the original third judge canceled. This is Chris from Stories from a Bar. And
I don't know who that was, but what a jerk.
So,
hey, guys.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, Chris.
Whoa.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, everybody. Next week, we'll be back with our normal reviews, reacting to geek news and all that fun stuff. But today is...
Let's get ready to remake! I am Mike McG from YouTube's Mike McG TV. Rosebud. And the Three Geeks Podcast and I officially welcome you to the ultimate movie nerd and fan competition.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Prepare for the Remake Revolution. Here we go. Teams battle it out for geeky dominance as their movie reboot and remake ideas face judgment. Each team's idea lives and dies by 4 specific categories. They are story pitch.
I'll be back.
Writers and directors.
I am Iron Man.
Casting.
I am the father.
And marketing.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
When all is said and done, one shall stand, one shall fall.
There can be only one.
And the world shall know whose remake is truly revolutionary. The Remake Revolution begins now.
I totally forgot how long that intro is. Man.
Hey, man, it's good. It's good stuff. Absolutely love it. So I'm back with Max and Mike. Today we are going to pitch the remake of, it's not really a remake particularly, it's a remake of like the stories, combining them into one. So, for example, the Inspector Gadget and the Amelia Bedelia rom-com that I want, these guys are going to take two childhood characters, combine them into one hopefully cohesive story, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. I have the judges down below. I'll pull them back up after you guys do your pitch. And going first, let's do Mike first. So I'm going to pull Max out. And Mike, go ahead and give us your pitch.
Okay. So to start things off, the two childhood characters I went with were, I guess, real live people. Pee Wee Herman and Mr. Rogers. I mean, obviously performed to the most part, but yeah, those were the two childhood icons, at least my childhood icons, that I decided to put together for a sort of indie drama comedy sort of thing. So I'll get into my pitch here. This is sort of like a meta fantasy reality setting, kind of along the lines of the Barbie movie, but doesn't get quite as, let's say, exaggerated or extravagant as that, where childhood characters are real. And the kicker is that their quality of life really depends on the imaginations and hopes of the children that connect with them. And so as the world, has become a little bit more bleak, maybe a little bit more jaded and cynical, children in turn have become jaded and cynical and no longer believe in purely innocent characters. In fact, don't really have too much to go in terms of like imagination and things like that. And so that's kind of affected a lot of these characters. And so we check in with Pee Wee Herman, who is now kind of down and out, destitute, walking along in a fugue state in the desert, and is searching for his playhouse. His playhouse mysteriously vanished, and all his friends in the playhouse mysteriously vanished. And the only place he can find solace is at a solitary mission in the desert that is run by Fred Rogers. And Fred Rogers, despite not being in his neighborhood anymore, and with all his, characters and friends, he's still optimistic. He's still Mr. Rogers, and he wants to help people. So that's why he's at this mission. And he takes in Pee Wee. And through talking to Pee Wee, he decides to go with him on a cross-country road trip to find his playhouse. And along the way, they get into conversations about, like, how they're very different. Like, Mr. Rogers is a very kind of clean-cut, pure in terms of like his behavior and in terms of his morals. Pee Wee Herman's a little bit more chaotic and wacky, but they still bring out the best in kids and creativity and things like that. And also along the way, they maybe reconnect with some familiar faces and reignite hope and optimism in everyday folk that they meet. So it's kind of like indie drama comedy road trip type thing with Mr. Rogers and Pee Wee Herman.
Awesome, man. That is awesome. The one thing about Remake Revolutions is I always want these movies when I'm done, and I'm really sad that I'm not going to get them. But hopefully we have an exec out there checking it out. But thank you, Mike. I'm going to pull Max up. All right, Max, top that.
I don't know that I can. I kind of already want to see his movie more than mine. But here we go.
Kathleen says our math is still not mathing. Hey, it's only been a week. You think we'd get better at math in a week? I mean, come on, Kathleen.
I had a hard time with this, so I kind of went in a different direction, Mike. Since we had the G.I. Joe Transformers kind of hints that they were doing a crossover movie, I was like, okay, let's roll with that. My two characters are Starscream and Cobra Commander. My plan is a sort of like an Ocean's 11 style robbery type movie where Starscream is trying to finally usurp Megatron. So he is giving technology to Cobra Commander to fund Cobra, and he's going to use Cobra to eventually usurp Megatron because they've got to steal a thing, and that'll give him more power than Megatron. So it'll be, a fun collection of G.I. Joe characters and Transformers characters. I'm definitely Soundwave, but past that, like I'm up for I'm up for arguments. But yeah, it'll be a zany romp where they've got to try to steal a thing and eventually fail because they always fail.
Nice. I'm gonna pull you guys back up, and I'm gonna pull up our judges in case they have any questions.
I did not realize that was focused on my knee, so I apologize.
That's a beautiful knee.
I thought you were just helping out our OnlyFans, Chris.
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing OnlyFans tonight.
Wrong
podcast,
wrong stream. The camera switched on me.
I have socks on my feet and everything. I'm not ready for this.
I was just making sure everybody knows that wasn't just my knee. That was a knee.
It's like you sat and gum.
Yeah.
Well, that was more than a knee, sir. I'm impressed. But, all right, Chris, you got any questions for them about their pitches?
No immediate questions.
Okay.
What exactly are the rules here again? I apologize.
Whatever you like best.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your favorite of the two.
I'm new with this too, so I'm right there with you, man.
And the thing is, it can also go like you may like someone's pitch, but you also may like someone's choice of directors for their story and so forth. So it's not like you stick with one person or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's
you switch. Like, there's 4 different categories. You pick your favorite in each category. I know John's probably got a whole scroll of questions.
Okay, the only question that I have really is with Max, and can you repeat? So the idea is a Starscream Cobra Commander have to steal something to help Starscream overthrow Megatron and become the leader of the Decepticons.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then what is Cobra Commander's goal?
So Cobra Commander is getting tech from Starscream, which he will eventually use to stab Starscream in the back and take over everything.
Okay.
Double cross, triple cross type.
Yes.
Of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And at the end, I want it to be that if they would actually have worked together, they would have achieved their goals. But since they obviously have to stab each other in the back, it all implodes on itself.
Oh, so it's got a moral to the story,
because they can't win.
Okay.
Even when they're fighting bad guys, they can't win.
Just getting in their own way.
Yeah,
joining together, as a team. There's no I in team, but there is. Unfortunately,
there's
all kinds of me in team. There's so much me in team.
What's up, John Doe Juggalo? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Jeff.
All right, Corey, do you have any questions?
Well, I tell you what. So, Mike, your pitch was very, very compelling. I really like that. Max, you had me at nostalgia because Transformers and G.I. Joe, that was my childhood. You don't know how many of those that I wish I didn't strap firecrackers to and blow them up. I still had them now, so I could sell them.
Yeah, if only I was one of those don't take it out of the package.
I know. I was not that kid. I destroyed them. I had so much fun with them. But so that's tugging at me a little bit. I kind of wonder with yours, did you decide to go with Cobra Commander over Destro and that for a certain reason? If you had Starscream and Destro where they're kind of the second fiddle, and had to work together to overcome their boss, basically, to try to do that. I'm just kind of curious the reasoning going with Cobra Commander with that one.
The reason I went with Cobra Commander because I figured that Starscream would have to, if Destro's got to usurp Cobra Commander and then use the power of Cobra to help, that's extra steps that I didn't feel would be cohesive.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I this is more about Starscream taking the Decepticons than it is about Cobra Commander, or anyone in Cobra taking over Cobra.
Yeah.
So that was just that was where I was.
And and their voices are pretty much.
Oh yeah, and it's the same guy. It's the same.
See, I know I watched these cartoons as a kid. I just can't remember all the characters, and now I'm really wishing I could.
It sounds like a great premise, Max, but I gotta say those voices working off of each other, that's going to be an audio
it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious.
I can't wait. Can't wait to check it out.
What do you think, Cobra? I don't know, Starscream.
All right, we'll go to Max's director and writer. I'm going to put everybody down below again. But first, before we do that, I thought since it's you and I on the screen, Max, we should announce our retirement from podcasting because John Cena now follows us on Twitter, and I don't think we can go anywhere else from here.
No, we're going out on top.
We achieved the pinnacle. Like 2 weeks ago, we put him both on our lists of our favorite person to watch in movies. Well, not our number one, but he was on our list of people we can watch in anything. And then now he follows us, man. I think we just call it quits.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I don't know what else. I mean, I guess we could pay John Orlando another $5 for another cameo. That might touch my heart as much as John Cena following us on X or whatever. But
who John Cena doesn't follow? He doesn't follow John, Max.
Suck it, Orlando.
All right, man. Who is your director and writer?
My director is Dev Patel. He's not done a movie of anything like of this scale, but I think that's why. Tio Santos, what's up, bro? Dev Patel to direct because I've just got all the faith in this dude. I think there's if he wants to do it, I think he can do it. After watching Monkey Man, which is his I want to be in a John Wick movie. It's so good. So I think Dev Patel is the right guy. I know he hasn't done anything like this, with a huge budget and big action, but I think he could pull it off. Writing, I would say Edgar Wright. He's always had a good balance between the comedy of a situation and the drama or whatever. So I think getting him behind the script would be a-okay, tip top.
Awesome. All right, let me pull Mike up here.
All right. So my writer director, this is actually a team, writer directors, the Daniels. That is Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. They did Everything Everywhere All at Once. They did Swiss Army Man. The reason I chose them is because I feel they could do this great marriage of surreal imagery and things like that without getting too far out there. Like a lot of their surreal imagery in those movies is pretty low key compared to say a Marvel movie or things like that. And I'm not looking for big budget CGI fest all over the place. I'm looking for some really self-contained stuff on this little character journey because that's the other part. They know how to write characters in really surreal circumstances. And Pee Wee Herman and Mr. Rogers going on a road trip, it can be surreal perhaps, but it can also be very heartfelt. Especially, I was thinking they could get into the deep conversations that Pee Wee Herman and Mr. Rogers could have about their approach to being, kid show hosts or being these, kid idols in a way for younger kids that spark imagination. So there we go. The Daniels for my writer-director team.
Nice. All right, bring everybody back up. I'm going to cry because I'm not going to ever get to see that movie. Mike.
No, it's good. It's good.
What's up, Troy? How you doing, buddy? And what's up, Daniel? How you doing? So, judges, any questions?
I am getting pulled more and more into this Buddy Pee Wee Herman movie. Just the idea of a deep character study on these two on a road trip. I'll admit, at one point when you were going over your pitch, I thought you were leading Pee Wee to some kind of special playhouse. Perhaps
more knee shots.
I was going to say, are you shooting your knee some more? Or?
No,
a little more wholesome.
A little, okay.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
I like you brought up Swiss Army Man. That was great. And now I'm thinking of the imagery and stuff from that. That was really good. And thinking of the way for Transformers and Cobra Kai pulling out Edgar Wright. You're going to need some comedy and action in that. Because if Cobra Commander and the bad guys are all getting Decepticons are just getting in their way and screwing up over and over again. I could picture them getting angry with each other.
Yeah,
but still trying to accomplish the serious mission.
Yes, that's what I would shoot for is that line where this is inherently funny. There's definitely some comedy going on here, but also we're trying to do this serious thing to rule the galaxy or whatever.
I gotta say, kudos to the judges because they are like making you think they're leaning one way and then they switch it, so you don't really know which way they're leaning. I like
Yeah,
that.
could go either way.
We got to have some fun with it.
This is how reality TV's done. Like, they got to work till the commercial break, and then.
Corey, you got any questions or any comments?
I don't have a question, but I have comments. I think both of you. This is a tight one. I think you both did some great choices for the directors on both of these because I could see. Like you said, for the Daniels with everything, and then Swiss Army Man, there's a lot of quirkiness to that, and I could definitely see that lending into Mr. Rogers and Pee Wee Herman for sure. But then, like leaning over to, looking at that Starscream Cobra Commander like mix, like Dev Patel and Edgar Wright. I mean, you'd have that action. I agree. Monkey Man was awesome, I thought, and he showed he has some chops with some gritty action scenes. But then I think that would be a great mix too with Edgar Wright, like throwing a little comedy in. So. I'm going to say right now, man, neck and neck, you both swung for the fences on this. I think both have some nice picks for the mix that you're doing. So anyway, that's just me talking. I don't know if that really helps or anything, but just a comment. I think you both are, I can see where you're going with both of those. So.
All right, John, we're out of time. Let's go to Mike.
I talk way too much. You guys gotta just tell me to shut up.
Real quickly, before we go to Mike, real quick. First of all, I am heartbroken that John Cena does not follow me on Twitter. So you poking fun at that—that's not cool, man. That's not cool.
I mean, hey, like John Cena doesn't just follow anybody.
Can you make that its own window? Apparently, to really. Like there's a seventh person.
Is that going to be your logo now in the corner? You're going to have that logo up in the corner now from now on.
John Cena approved.
We're verified John Cena approved.
Yeah. But here's the thing, John. John Cena is following you. You just can't see him.
Oh,
there you go. I love it.
Mic drop. There you go.
It is. There you go. It's up in the corner now.
Yeah, it's up in the corner now for John.
Not everybody can see it, but we know what it means.
You know.
Oh man, yeah, we're putting that on everything.
Did you have any comments, John, or questions?
No, I have nothing for the guys.
All right, awesome. Mike, who is your cast?
All right. So yeah, this is a challenge because our two leads, the people who portrayed these characters, have passed away. So the goal is to try and find people who can embody these characters in looks, but also maybe in their behaviors and mannerisms without drawing too much attention. Now, I decided for Pee Wee Herman, I wanted someone who could headline a movie, but also perhaps it wouldn't be too distracting, and who I think needs to be given his due about embodying someone else other than what he's been known for, which is Michael Scott from The Office. So for Pee Wee Herman, I went with Steve Carell because I feel like if you give him this more kind of down and out version of Pee Wee, it'll be very similar, or at least not 100%, but along the lines of something he did on another road trip movie, Little Miss Sunshine, where Pee Wee's just lost a lot of his exuberance and optimism, and he's sad, he's depressed, and he's needs someone to lift him up out of his depression to be kind of the happy-go-lucky guy that he was, the wacky, kind of unique, quirky character that Pee Wee Herman is. And so he could embody those quirky moments, but he has to, like, earn it. And so I like subdued Steve Carell performances, and I think he could do something really good with this. For Fred Rogers, I didn't want to go with someone you'd know out right away. So I wanted to go with Bradley Whitford. Bradley Whitford, you would know him from The West Wing. You know him from Get Out, the guy who would have voted for Obama a third term, and other great character actor moments. But I think he can do a really demure, gentle approach to Fred Rogers and really be this soft-spoken, soulful kind of anchor for Pee-wee to sound off on during the trip. Now I got some supporting characters because I said there'd be some familiar faces we drop in on from time to time. And so I decided get a little bit from each character's world. So first we have Daniel Tiger, who is now currently residing in the San Diego Zoo. It would be a combination of animatronic puppetry with some CGI elements, but he would be voiced by Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, and has worked with the Daniels before in Swiss Army Man. There's something about his voice that I think could really play into the original, a little bit the soft-spoken nature Fred Rogers used to do for the Daniel Tiger puppet. He would kind of add a little bit more of a grown-up kind of continuation of that. For Cowboy Curtis, who is now kind of a soft-spoken rodeo MC, I went with a legacy poll. Let's bring back Lawrence Fishburne for Cowboy Curtis. Why not? I think he could really return to that role well. And since we're going with a more serious, soulful look at all these characters, add some gravitas to it. There is one new character I want to add in here. Catherine McFeely is the granddaughter of Mr. McFeely, the postman from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And I think she could be kind of a cool, outside perspective on these characters. At one point, she joins them on the trip. Maybe she's one of the young people that's grown up a little jaded without kind of these figures in her life to inspire creativity and imagination, and she becomes a little less jaded as time goes on. Not outright hostile, but just kind of doesn't believe so much in the wonderment of imagination, and eventually does. And I thought to go with Thomasin McKenzie from Last Night in Soho. She's got a nice kind of Wes Anderson-y type energy to her that I think could work for this. Another legacy pull, Dottie from Pee-wee's Big Adventure will come back, and it's E.G. Daily, the original Dottie, but now she's married and has kids, and it's not a love story between her and Pee-wee. It's more about maybe just rediscovering why she was kind of drawn to him in the first place, what makes him unique, but also to kind of accept that putting that childlike wonderment with a certain figure in its place, but still being able to maintain a connection with him, and that would be a cool thing to explore. And finally, just a little cameo because the guy is old and I don't want to work him too hard on the shoot. The original Mr. McFeely, David Newell, will show up, to kind of wish his granddaughter well as she joins them on their journey to find the Playhouse. So there we go.
Bradley Whitford is such a good pull, man. I love that guy, and I love that he's getting more and more work because his versatility is just phenomenal. He's one of the few things on the Handmaid's Tale that I look forward to seeing on the screen because everything about that movie is just dreadful. But Bradley Whitford is he's so good at what he does. But good picks, man. Good picks. All right, Max, who do you got?
All right. I really only have two main cast members that have to be cast. Otherwise, we can really kind of get anybody, mostly stunt people, to do everything else. The CG for the Transformers, I want actual 9 to 15 foot tall green suit robots there, so everyone's acting around this physical thing that's in the space, but then we can slap some paint on it in post. But I want actual cosplay outfits, just green, so that everyone's in the space together. No, there's not going to be any actual computer generated. The people will be there. We're just putting paint on it. So I just need Channing Tatum for Cobra Commander because redemption. I just want to give him since his Gambit comeback, I feel like we need to just continue the Channing Tatum redemption tour, so he gets a shot at Cobra Commander. I like a little bigger Cobra Commander. He's a little thicker guy, and so I feel like for the action, he's going to play a lot better for that. And then I want Steve Blum to just voice the Starscream. He's the original Starscream voice, so that would be my my pick for that. In all actuality, I probably would have Steve Blum do both voices and kind of voice over Channing Tatum, Darth Vader style. But I could be argued out of that. Another little thing we have to have in here is John Cena to play a Roadblock to snub The Rock. That's it's up there. It's up there. But yeah, our longtime friend of the podcast, follower of the podcast on X or whatever, John Cena to play a Roadblock. But then we're gonna have a fun cast of Cobra guys and giant robots.
Dude, just call it Twitter. No one calls it X.
No, I refuse to call it X.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay, hey, my apologies to everyone. Twitter, on Twitter. John Cena follows us on Twitter.
Mostly just to annoy Elon Musk. I refuse to call it anything else but Twitter.
Fuck that guy.
Don Orlando is the doctor of Matlock.
Matlock
economics.
Jealous. He doesn't have the level of street cred. They were talking about Pee Wee on Sirius XM, how they went to his house, and then Mike says, "What's up, guys?"
Mike.
Ooh.
All right, boys. You guys have any questions?
I do. Max, who is the voice of Starscream again?
Steve Blum.
Okay. And
Spike
Mike
from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. Oh, yep.
And Mike, I did not catch. Okay, who is playing Miss Dottie?
It's the original Dottie from the Tim Burton movie, E.G. Daily.
E.G. Daily. Okay,
Yeah.
so then who is? I wrote this down wrong. Who is Catherine McFeely, the new character?
Catherine McFeely is Thomasin McKenzie. She's like I think she's a British actress. She was in Last Night in Soho and Old.
Okay.
And she's been in a few things.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a pretty good actress. I just watched Old the other day.
I don't think I've watched an M. Night Shyamalan movie in like a decade.
Old has its problems, but the one thing it did really well is it convinced me that a 10-year-old kid could grow up into a guy who kind of looks like Stanley Tucci. It was good casting. Shyamalan knows how to cast.
It's good to have life goals.
Yeah, I enjoyed Old, but we'll do my review on it next week when we do our reviews. But because I'm going to see Trap too, so I could talk to Mike about that as well. But Corey, Chris, you guys have any?
No, I don't think I have too many questions that time. I think I talked enough the last round to last a couple rounds. For you, so I don't want to like draw things out too much. But no, great casting for both of them.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have any questions. I'm Mike, you're going real in depth with this, man. You put some thought.
I had like an hour to kill, and the funny thing is, while I was writing out just this outline for an hour. I had Dr. Sleep on in the background, so I was like getting mixed.
It was in a weird space.
I was in a weird headspace this afternoon.
No, yeah, you're going real in depth. Transformers, Max, right? Is your name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Chan, now all I can picture is Channing Tatum in my head, just fighting with other freaking G.I. Joe people and transform. No, I've really enjoyed that too. But yeah, no questions at the moment.
But also, yeah, no, I mean, he's going to be in the mask for like 99.7%.
Still, now that I know it's him.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll know it's him. The audience won't know until like halfway through, or maybe like at the very end when the mask comes off.
See, Marvel. That's how you do it, Marvel. You keep the person in the mask and then let us know who's behind the mask in the actual movie. Not 2 years out from the actual movie.
I don't even want to get into that.
Next week, everybody.
We're gonna have to have all the judges back on so they can talk nerdy stuff with us.
Sounds good. Absolutely. All right. Max, what is your marketing campaign?
Oh man, we're going full 80s marketing. Metal Transformers, Cobra toys, vehicles, full press push with the toys. 100%. I do think we should move a little more towards the collectible side because toys just don't do as well as they used to. Fully posable, fully transformable Transformers. And a whole line for the movie past the regular, like media blitz.
Awesome. All right. What about you, Mike?
So we're saving music in case there's a tie, right? So I'll keep music out of the marketing for right now. But with marketing, I don't know. I felt kind of weird because Pee-wee, sure, there's marketing stuff there, but Mr. Rogers, I kind of felt like it wasn't really so much about merchandising with that guy so much. I don't want to, quote unquote, dishonor him in that sense, but there has to be some marketing. So I'd say, some nostalgia grabs, a reissue of the Pee Wee Herman doll, now with a more Corel-ish type likeness. With Mr. Rogers' side of things, maybe reissue kind of a Daniel Tiger puppet. So that way, it's kind of an updated version that looks the way it's going to look in the film. But also, it's a simple puppet that kids can, put on their hand and act out and imagine things and so forth. It's not like a video game or anything like that. It's something tactile. They're both tactile toys that kids can have imaginary adventures creating. And also trailers, because I'm all about the trailers whenever I do these remake things. Keep it really simple, not to give away the whole plot that I lay down the pitch, but kind of have teaser trailers recreating their classic intros. So you have Steve Carell dancing around, fast paced around Pee Wee's Playhouse, but then halfway through it cuts out to the somber reality he's in now. Same with Fred Rogers, where he comes through the door, takes off his shoes, all that stuff, puts his sweater on in the closet and things like that. But then it cuts out and shows him in his present day situation, and then the end of the trailer is them kind of teaming up to do their road trip thing, and you get a little hint of what's to come, but nothing too detailed, because I hate trailers that give away the whole movie. So
nice. Me too. And then Romulus. All right.
Yeah, you could definitely give away my whole movie in the trailer. It's all popcorn. It's
See, I think this is where Max has the advantage, because he's not wrong. This is a popcorn type movie, and pulling out the 80s nostalgia, the toys, trying to get that collectible vibe again, and being able to market the hell out of that stuff.
I wanted to know, Max, are you going to release the old G.I. Joe Atari video game? Or a deeper dive?
Bringing back old collectibles and tying those in.
Yes, if there's a warehouse of actual old Transformers G.I. Joe stuff, I will absolutely number and release all of those again.
I don't know if people remember, or if you guys remember, but there was, because my buddy had a Commodore 64, and there was a G.I. Joe game for that was heads and tails better than the stupid Atari one. It was badass. It was all in color, and it had great pixel count. It was entertaining. It was challenging. You could pick a variety of different, you could pick Snake Eyes, you could pick Roadblock, you could pick Scarlet, and that. So it was by far.
I will say yes. We will have a specific line of toys that play the Atari and Commodore 64 games on that. You can pick up your Starscream and play the Atari game.
There you go.
All right, what is up, Chris? 3 Geeks looks like you're missing one. Wait, there's now 6. I'm so confused. What's up, guys?
Yeah, man, 3 Geeks math
never gets old.
Nope, 3 times 2 minus 1. Right?
What did you guys think about Blade showing up in Deadpool? Freaking awesome!
It was great. It was so good.
Tatum as Gambit. Apparently I'm in the minority that I don't need more than what I got in Deadpool and Wolverine, but the internet wants more of what they got. So
I don't know if I could take a full movie of that.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Before we go off on other tangents really quick here, I want to add something to the marketing. Since popcorn buckets are all the thing again with Dune, I want to add in Cherry from Pee Wee's Playhouse as a popcorn bucket for me. There we go. Cherry as a popcorn bucket.
All Pee Wee or Mr. Rogers characters as popcorn buckets. I like that.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna beat me with a fucking popcorn bucket.
Sorry. I saw that.
Well, no, the thing about the character-driven stories, like Mike's laying out, is you got to rely heavily on trailers. You got to rely on interviews. Yeah. You're going out and promoting. You're sending the actors out to promote the hell out of this thing.
You're going for blockbuster, Max. Yeah. I'm going for I need an Oscar.
No, you're not wrong. It's 2 different paths, and that's kind of how you go about those.
Yeah, but I mean, how can you go? How do I have the popcorn movie and I have the worst popcorn bucket? I can't compete with your bucket.
You just need a popcorn bucket that can transform somehow.
I mean, yeah, that's...
Well, if it feels better, Max, I'm going to take Mike's popcorn bucket to see your movie after I see Mike.
There you go.
Do you guys need a few minutes to figure out who you want in each category?
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
I think I'm... I think I'm okay.
All right, John, who do you got for the pitch?
I think for the pitch, well, look, I'm a huge G.I. Joe nerd, so I would love to see a G.I. Joe Transformers team up. I like the idea of the heist movie, but I mean, hands down, Mike, that pitch is mwah, chef's kiss. I mean, to take those two characters and you've blended them together in this pitch so well that, like Jason says all the time, I want to see this movie.
It'll be a box office bomb, but
So that's okay.
that's the way it goes.
So Mike gets my pick for story pitch.
Well, also, Mike, your movie is going to cost like $2 million to make.
I guess so. Yeah.
Like my movie is going to cost $300 million to make.
All Mike's money is going to Steve Carell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hi, Corey. Who do you got for the pitch?
Okay, so that's where I'm just putting this together. So we're voting per category.
Yep.
Is that
correct?
Okay. So pitch, I kind of was the same way. The nostalgia had me pulling towards Transformers and G.I. Joe, but I think Mike pulled the pitch out more, where it was one that if I just saw the two names put together, I don't know if I originally would have been really interested in it, but when I heard his pitch, it made me interested and kind of like, okay, where is he going with this? And so for pitch, I'm gonna probably say Mike on that one.
Nice. What about you, Chris?
I think I'm in the same boat. I was more pulled into the Transformers than I thought I would be at first, though. No joke, because I know I watched the cartoons, but it's been so long, I'm having a hard time remembering them. I grew up on that stuff, and I got more pulled in. And the idea of Mr. Rogers and Pee-wee at first, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But the way you explain it is just like they've been beaten down by life. They're kind of down and out, going on this trip, trying to kind of find themselves, bringing in the granddaughter, Mr. Rogers' post-band's granddaughter.
Yeah,
as like,
McFeely.
yeah, as kind of like this conduit between the two and trying to reconnect them with the younger generation, not going to the wrong playhouse. I don't know. The story you really pulled me in with the story there, and now I kind of really want to see that. Yeah.
All things being fair, I also want to see Mike's movie.
Don't throw that out too soon.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't throw that out too soon.
Max, if you had said GoBots, you would have had me for your pitch.
Yeah,
No, you got to go with Transformers. Like
deal.
To kind of also redirect it to you, Max. It's like I honestly like that would be a different approach to a crossover that I'd be interested in, not just like we're gonna team up to get this thing. It's like here, let's see it from the bad guy's perspective, and to actually like see them put together a scheme that actually works and pulls that off. So
Yeah, nice. I like that. So guys, for director and writer, who did you guys pick? Let's start with Chris this time.
I'm still on the Pee-wee and Rogers train here with Mike, with Dev Patel and Edgar Wright. I have admittedly not seen Monkey Man.
That was
that's Max.
Or,
Matt, we're getting there.
wait, you had the Daniels. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
the
thought I wrote that
Daniels.
down.
Yeah, Max
No,
had
okay.
depth.
I like that. I like that director-writer combo better.
So Dev Patel, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay,
Yes.
good. That's a point for me. Woo! On the board. That's what I'm talking about.
I had columns on my notes and I got them mixed up. I went to go take a sip of beer or something. I guess I lost track of where I was.
All
That's
good.
fine.
All good. We got there.
What about you, Corey?
I'm gonna follow suit. I like both of them, and I thought, like I said, this was very neck and neck with me on that when I was talking about that earlier, where I could totally see the combinations that both went with on that. But when I'm thinking of the combinations of those, I think the Dev Patel, Edgar Wright with Transformers and G.I. Joe pulled me in a little bit more. So I'm gonna go with Max on that one.
Blazing
Good
up
job,
the fucking
Max.
comeback trail. Let's go.
Not that John's vote's going to change anything, but John, who did you go with?
It's like slapping them before you.
Yeah, I know.
You're
First the John
meaningless,
Cena
but please
thing, and then
talk.
Yeah, jeez.
jeez.
Anyways, look, I think Mike, it's a bold pick for the Daniels, but I was more pulled towards Dav Patel and Edgar Wright with Max because I feel like there's that chance that the Daniels go too far, and with it already wacky type of buddy movie that like they you have to keep tight reins on them, I think, and if you're doing that, to me, in my mind, why have them if you know that is a possibility? So I picked Max.
That's a good call, because if I was the producer, I'd be like, have at it, boys, and that's how it becomes the bomb. Do whatever you want.
Oh no.
All right, good job, Max.
Next, here we go. Back on it.
All right, Corey, cast.
Oh, that's a tough one. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes here real quick.
No, take your time.
Between those. I think with cast, with fitting with the characters, I'm going to lean towards Mike on this one. Just looking at the characters and fitting in and seeing them playing the roles. I think both were good. I mean, no slight on what Max
Not
has.
taken.
But yeah, if I had to choose one, I'd probably go with Max. Or I'm sorry, Mike on that one. So, sorry.
No,
You're like, what the hell are you saying?
No backsies.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a verbal agreement and holds up on Judge Judy.
Both names start with M.
Yeah, I
So,
know.
I mean-
I was about to say, it's like, man, we sure picked them here. Both one syllable.
One
Start with
syllable,
them.
start with them. So sorry, Mike is my official choice on that one.
This is
So.
bullcrap. I want a review.
Yeah, right. He said my name. He said
Count
my
them again.
name.
Count the votes again. Count the votes again.
All right, John, who do you got?
Well, I gotta say here. Okay, first off, I was really excited to hear Max's cast, and Max, you kind of let me down a little bit. I'm just gonna be honest, because I was looking for, we're gonna have Cobra Commander, we're gonna have Duke, we're gonna have Scarlet, we're gonna have Rakondo, we're gonna have Mutton Junkyard, we're gonna have Bumblebee, we're gonna have Brawn.
My real problem was I was casting a bunch of GI Joes and like no Cobras. And like that's why I was like, oh yeah, John Cena plays Roadblock, but like that's gonna be like the only GI Joe that's in the movie.
But Mike,
no, I hear you. I 100% feel you on that. That's true.
But Mike, I thought your choice of Mr. Rogers, Bradley Whitfield was fantastic. I mean, from top to bottom, great casting. But I also have a small point of contention as well. No Conky?
Only so many characters.
Oh man,
Yeah, I know.
He didn't make it, bro. He didn't make the list. He's sort of like John Orlando on John Cena's follow list.
How about this?
I'm not saying there can't be like Easter eggs throughout or anything.
I was gonna say Easter egg of a rusted out Conky, like somewhere in Nevada that you go driving past. That would be great. There you go.
John's like Warner Brothers. He's like, put more characters in your movie. Do it. Get them out. Get them out.
It'll be a whole Who Framed Roger Rabbit smorgasbord where you got to pause the frame and be like, oh, there he is.
All right, Chris.
I was in agreement with John here. I thought you were going to come up with some more names, Max. Admittedly,
No. I feel you. I 100% felt terrible at my list, but
I know, but I do enjoy just having John Cena and Channing Tatum in that kind of movie with some defining characters there. They fit. Like that's good. I think that would be that. I mean, I want to watch that too. But Mike, as soon as you mentioned Steve Carell, I wasn't so sure, honestly. Because I'm at the point in my I'm like Steve Carell, big fan of The Office and other stuff he's been in. I'm like, am I sick of him yet? Like that's what I had to think about for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time I've watched him in something?
You hear him all the time because Despicable Me. So
and that's probably it. And I'm picturing just a random scene in my head where he's just sitting in a passenger seat with Mr. Rogers driving, just looking beaten down and really getting into some deep conversation. I'm like, oh man, that would be kind of cool. And I admittedly had to Google Bradley Whitford quick to refresh myself on who that was. I'm like, and Billy Madison came to mind as soon as I saw his picture. I'm like, all right, now I know where I'm going with this. I'm like, holy cow, that's a great pick. Like, yeah. And then Daniel Radcliffe as a voice. I've just enjoyed watching Daniel Radcliffe post Harry Potter. and seeing what he gets involved in, because it's always some kind of weird,
So weird, yeah.
thing.
Including the Weird Owl.
Yeah,
Yep, including weird.
I freaking loved that. That was awesome. No, man. Yeah, with the casting here, I'm on Mike's boat with this one.
All right, guys, and now marketing. John, go ahead and take this.
By the way, real quick, what's the score? It is
2-1.
Mike's got 2, and I've got 1
okay
for everyone.
The marketing. I went with Mike on this because I liked the idea of the reissue of the Pee Wee Herman doll and the Daniel Tiger puppet, because to me, you're making a wacky buddy movie, but it's also got a lot of sentiment to it. So I could see that those reissues of those dolls and that puppet would be something that is the icing on the cake for the nostalgia factor. You know, I in my mind could picture a mom and dad like buying that with their child in the toy section of Target. Like it just like, I don't know, it touched all the feels, if you will. So I went with Mike on the marketing. Even before the cherry popcorn thing, although
the audible.
That was awesome.
No, admit it. It was the popcorn bucket. That's fine. That's fine.
All right, Chris, who did you get on this?
Thinking about that nostalgia factor with those puppets, yeah, that's top notch. But my advantage here still goes to Max, just for with the movie concept, the big budget action, you're pulling on nostalgia too. Both of you are, but I think Max has the wider range there. If he's trying to market this movie, he's got so many more toy options, so many more things to tie it back to. I'm going with Max on this one.
All right, Corey. We have a tiebreaker. We have not had that yet.
Thank you for not making me be the third person there. Starting to sweat.
It's been nice being on here tonight, so I'll talk to y'all later.
Sorry, did not mean to do that.
I think he's got to go full screen for this.
No, you're not.
No, please, no. Nobody
Drum roll.
Your vote matters.
Nobody needs to see my face full screen. We'll just go with that. But
Not from lack of trying. It didn't work.
oh, okay. So I did like both of them, but man, the nostalgia pulls me in on Transformers and G.I. Joe. I grew up buying those toys. I lived for those. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, and every time I could finally get one little toy, it was a big event for me, you know, and I loved that. So I think that's where, in my mind anyway, Max would have some advantage there with the marketing, where you'd have adults like myself that would have the nostalgia, that would want to maybe pick up some of those toys, and then you have your children or grandkids, you know, that you're taking into the movie, that want to get into those. So because of those, I'm going to go with Max on the marketing.
Yeah, that makes sense too. It's like your properties lend themselves more to being like more widespread. And, yeah.
I think
we have a
sorry,
tie. We have a
No,
tie.
I think Mike's the winner though.
No.
Because John voted for your marketing.
It doesn't matter. It's tied. The category.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Two
Okay.
out of the 3 voted for you. So
Yes,
that
okay,
category
okay,
went to
yeah,
you.
cool. All right.
So how many ties have you had before? I was curious. All the time? Okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
because-
I felt special for a second. You just like flushed me down the toilet. It's like, nah,
it
I'm not
happens.
special.
The first episode of this I'd be on would be some kind of landmark episode. But
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, I'm part of something special, and you're like, no, you're not special.
No,
Corey,
you suck.
Corey, the way they've treated me tonight, you know there's no specialness to anything here.
Just drop you backstage.
His the image in the corner tells me he'll forever be John number 2. At best.
Man. Yeah.
You're number 2.
First time
right,
I've been on a podcast with John in a while, and I'm not the one beating up on him. It's like,
I know. What the hell?
As John's weekly friend,
Brave
Matt
world.
Talk. So, Max, what's your soundtrack like?
My soundtrack is keeping up with the theme of Transformers and Cobra working together. I am going to have a Daft Punk Rage Against the Machine collaboration soundtrack. So So there's going to be a lot of like electronic feel, but a lot of like heavy metal, like really hard hitting rock style.
Oh man, because now you're bringing them out of retirement too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're bringing them back. Everything's coming back.
Is
Max
Daft
said
Punk
he's got a lot
retired?
of money. He's going to put that dump truck
They-
of money on their lawn.
They split up. Daft
I
Punk
did not
split
know
up.
they
Yeah.
split
Yeah, we're going to add zeros to bring them back together.
They're gonna have to do that to get Rage Against the Machine to probably play a soundtrack as well.
Yes, all of the money. This is all
half
it's
the
imaginary money, and I'm spending all of it.
enough zeros can change mini minds.
You know?
so.
Max's
Yeah,
movie
because
costs more than
let me
any
just-
game.
If I interject real quick for a story about Rage Against the Machine, you know, they were doing that reunion tour right like the end of 2019 into 2020. It was Run the Jewels and Rage Against the Machine, and I wanted to go so badly.
Oh, me too.
And tickets on the floor were $800, and I'm
No.
like,
Jesus.
No.
time out.
No.
You are the anti-establishment,
Yeah.
anti-capitalist group here, Rage Against the Machine. Oh,
Yeah,
we're going to donate all of the money to charity. Bullshit, you are. And secondly,
Yeah, but Cobra Healthcare. Holy shit.
yeah, I was like, come on, guys. And then, of course, I don't think the tour happened because of COVID. I think that they ended up like canceling or rescheduling or whatever. But I was pissed about that. I'm like, I looked even for cheap seats, and the cheap seats were like $275. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Okay.
Like concert tickets have gotten absolutely absurd, especially if it's going to be a big name like reunion tour or anything like that. Like, hey, this person hasn't been around. This might be the last time you get to see them. It's so absurd.
Because scalpers buy them all, and then they post them second
Yeah.
market, because you can post second market on Ticketmaster now too.
Yep.
I promise I won't take too much time. I know I'm going off the rails here, but I still little anecdote on this one. I still remember this day in the 80s. I bought some tickets to go see Cheap Trick. I'm showing my age here. Go see Cheap Trick with some friends, and my dad lost his mind because it was the first concert ticket I ever bought that was over $15, and he lost his mind. Like, how would you ever spend $15 to go? This was granted early 80s, but still, you know, it's kind of funny how times changed. And you're talking about $800+ tickets on a floor.
Yeah.
Dude, I know. I hear that. Like, I saw Eminem like during his prime. I got a front row floor. It was $100 for 6 of us to go. And like now, my daughter, to take her to see Harry Styles in the very last row, it cost us like a shit ton.
Yeah,
of money.
it's like she's not going to college now. Like, either go to college or watch Harry Styles.
I hope you had fun,
She
because you're
chose
not
Harry
eating for
Styles.
the next 6 months.
Yeah, but if you asked her to tell her that was the right, she would say that was the right choice.
Yeah, right. She'd be like, I'm good.
All
Let's
right,
go
Mike.
steal some ketchup packets from McDonald's.
Is it my turn? So yeah, music and soundtrack stuff. So I probably won't have a lot of like, you know, outright songs on the soundtrack so much, aside from maybe a couple here or there, like old-timey songs that harken back to the days of, say, like Mr. Rogers and Pee Wee Herman. However, the score will be composed by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who have done some great team-ups on Fincher movies, and they did the awesome score for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem this past year. I really loved the music that they put into that movie. And then, as a special treat, I bring in John Baptiste. He was the band leader for Colbert's Late Show for a while, but he is a jazz pianist, and he could do some awesome jazz piano covers of the Won't You Be My Neighbor song and the Pee-wee's Playhouse theme song, because I heard him do sort of a jazzy piano version of Sonic the Green Hill Zone level from Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and I was like, don't like that movie so much, but I love that track. So Jean Baptiste for a couple of piano covers, and Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, and Atticus Ross for the overall score.
Didn't Trent Reznor do the soundtrack for The Raid?
I don't know.
Either way,
I don't think. I'm not sure. He's been Fincher's go-to guy since, I think, The Social Network.
Don't they have another one that I just read recently where they're tapped to do the soundtrack?
Tron?
Ross and Tron, yes, thank you. The new Tron movie. Yeah.
And that one, they actually using the 9 Inch Nails name to announce that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. All right, guys, let's go down the line real quick. John, which soundtrack?
Mike, you got it. Atticus Ross, Trent Reznor. I mean, and mixing in John Baptiste. Mike, you get the pick. You get the nod.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't underwhelmed by both of these. But I understand. Well, I understand Max's path. I can't stand Daft Punk though. Can't stand it. I understand it fits that movie. I'm admittedly not I've never been a huge Rage fan, even though I'm into heavy rock and stuff like that. I don't know. I've just never got into them. I was hoping for a little more like indie type soundtrack, Mike, because that's the feel the movie has. It's like an indie type movie to me. Not that it's an indie movie. I'm not mad about 9, but I'm leaning towards Mike on this one. I mean, I've never been a huge Nine Inch Nails fan necessarily, but I can get into some of their stuff. I like the idea of the jazz covers.
In Daft Punk.
Yeah, but I'm going with Mike.
Nice.
That's
and
the
then, that's the game. But Corey, what were your thoughts?
Corey, you make no difference, but go ahead and talk about it.
See, now we're just giving you the other side
If
of
I
it.
had $1 for every time I heard that in my life, man.
This is
no. Don't do full screen. No.
This is literally the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
From 10 minutes ago.
No, I know, but yeah, definitely no full screen on this one. But man, this was a tough one. I'll say that. You both had some great choices. So to make it shorter, so I don't drag things out, nostalgia. I'm just leaning into nostalgia. I'm gonna go with Max on this one because I remember like there were some movies like Judgment Night back in the 90s where they had these collabs of heavy metal and rap that just blew my mind at the time. And there was a few others, but you'd have things like Anthrax and Public Enemy and I don't know, for the time that just blew my mind hearing these two. You think they're so different music and they just came together so well. And man, like the Judgment Night, I still have the original cassette that I bought when that thing came out. And I'm old. I'm old.
$2.
But, yeah, right. $1.99. But I thought that was very cool when you could find two groups that were, maybe on the surface you think they're polar opposites, but they could come together and make some rockin' songs. And anyway. Yeah, nostalgia. I'm gonna go with Max on that one.
Corey, yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking. I know.
Who's Paul?
Non sequitur there, but okay.
Why did you pop that up?
Watch our only knees.
Yeah, only knees.
You're welcome.
You don't have to display every comment, Jason.
Yeah, what the hell? Like that was derogatory. I want to pop that one up.
What really, I was feeling and going forward why I chose Rage Against the Machine and Daft Punk was just Daft Punk obviously is they just make the people would say like some of the pinnacle of electronic music, but Tom Morello is very, very explorative, and he likes to use different things. Like he's played guitar with an Allen wrench because it just sounds different.
Yeah.
So like that's where I was. Speaking more to what you're saying, like I just feel like they could blend into each other very well.
Yeah, I love, like I said, when you think on surface level, these are polar opposites, but then they come together and make something really cool. And like I said, I remember a few albums like Judgment Night is the one soundtrack that comes to my mind right off the bat. There's other ones that I'm blanking on right now, but that was ones that I'm just like, man, it blew me away hearing some of those bands together.
Was it the Godzilla 2000 soundtrack like that as well, where they had the mix of?
Well, there's the one song "Come with Me" with Puff Daddy, where they did Led Zeppelin's.
That's
that was
Godzilla.
just one song. That's it.
No, they did a couple of remixes of things.
Rap, but
was that a Godzilla soundtrack?
Godzilla 1998, the American Godzilla you're thinking of, right, John?
Yeah, the one with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. They had it was Diddy doing "Come With Me" set to Kashmir.
Yeah.
And then they did a cover of Brain Stew, Green Day did Brain Stew, but it was remixed, so now it was Brain Stew but with Godzilla roars in it.
Nice.
Oh.
I know what I'm
Green
listening
Day,
to tonight
Godzilla
later.
collab.
Wow.
Check that out again.
That's like a nice, easy listening, fall asleep to.
Yeah, you try.
I'm having trouble trying to sleep.
story. I since all this mess has come out with Puff Daddy, like I don't listen to a lot of his music anymore, but I've still got "Come With Me" on the playlist. Like I dig that song. I'm sorry,
I totally forgot about that song. Wow.
Yeah, and it's not even good. Like it's not even. I don't know why I like it.
Okay, but don't we all have like movies like that too? That you're like, okay, you can argue and say that's a stupid, bad movie. I'm like, okay, I agree with you, but I will pop it in and watch that thing and have fun with it. 100%.
Oh yeah,
there are stupid movies that where I just like the soundtrack, like the Twister, the Twister soundtrack, the original one.
Oh yeah.
I know Jay, you hate that movie. I tolerate it, but the soundtrack slaps. I'm like,
Iron Fist, that fucking dog shit show, had 3 songs on it that were just bangers. I was like, I don't know where they got this music guy from, but like they need to put him in charge of everything else
because he totally redeemed us.
See, for me, the movie's okay, but the soundtrack is better. Like the movie's a C, but CB4 for me.
Oh yeah,
the soundtrack is awesome with Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, Boogie Down Productions. You got all these who's. I think Blackstreet's on the. It was a great soundtrack, and the movie was okay too. It wasn't bad, but that's my favorite soundtrack.
Nice. Well, John, this is your favorite part of the show. Where can everybody find your show?
You can find my show at thepvdcast.com or all of those major outlets, like iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, et cetera. So yeah, check it out there. And then, of course, as Jason, I'm going to steal from him for a minute. Don't forget that you can also check out Jason and I as we talk about Mattalk every single Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mattalk Podcast is where you can find it on Facebook.
hey, that's a great one, Sonny.
There.
All right, Chris, what shows do you got going on, buddy? I think Popcorn and Pints starts at 8, right?
It's pre-recorded tonight. I got one quick question. When exactly was Mattalk on? I don't remember.
88 through 96.
It went it went into that far into the 90s.
Yeah. Nine seasons.
It had a long run.
Jesus. Mm-hmm. Stories from a Bar, all major podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever if you're looking up podcasts, you're probably on a platform that has Stories from a Bar. Talking to a lot of local breweries, bar owners, stuff like that, the local beer scene. Also musicians. I talk to bands as well, some local, non-local. Music and beer. That's what it's about.
I need to follow you. Sorry. It's what's fun. I love doing these things because I run into people I have not come across before, and not for any reason. It's just there's so much stuff out there.
Yeah.
So it's not just beer talk. It's more about getting to know the people behind the business, how they got into it. We talk, of course, about the beer as we go through. Is my goal is to get them to talk as much as possible, so I can just sit there and drink, and it works out great.
I tell you what, someday we'll have to do a stream, and we'll do it like a themed one, and you pick out the beers, and I'll go find them, and we'll sample those as we're doing the stream.
We can do that,
and then we'll see how it goes by the end of the night. And if everybody else on here tonight
is
in for that too, we'll
someone
do that.
What's going to happen. Someone's going to start. Someone's going to start watching the stream.
Yes.
They're going to go to bed.
Here's what
they're going to wake up 2 hours later and realize it's still going, but we're just there passed out.
There you go. You got a copyright now. Copyright Stories from a Bar and Corey Wilkys Movies and Music. 2024.
I think that one's probably pretty safe. At Popcorn and Pints Saturday nights streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Usually right after this.
Oh, cool.
All right, Corey, what about you, buddy?
Just Wilkys Movies and Music on YouTube and Instagram. Trying to branch out a little bit, but just hanging out and having fun. I've been doing a lot of streams with people where I'll get to know some people in the community. We'll watch a movie and have a little chat about that. But then some of it I'm branching into now, like some of you know on here, Jason and John, where it's more meeting people in the community that are creating things. And it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly what I'm doing. And so that's where I'm kind of branching out a little bit. And I think maybe all of us hit that at some point where maybe you have some interests that fall outside of that initial little narrow market that you like what you originally started doing. But I'm more interested than just a lot of mine is movies and collecting and talking about that. But I'm having fun reaching out to other people and, just hearing their stories about YouTube, their journey, how they got started, where it's going. I have a lot of interest in that. So anyway, I appreciate you having me on here. 100%.
Yeah. It's a fun show, man.
That's cool.
Dude, that They Live poster is dope.
There you go.
Yeah, I was going to say. All right.
All right. Well, you three are welcome anytime. Check out Mike at youtube.com/Mike McGTV.
Yeah. Really quick. I'm going to get into some more filmmaking, bringing back the full price for late pizza. I'm going to do it. Promise. Swearsies. And also, I'm uploading currently archive Chat Cave stuff onto Spotify. So check out the Chat Cave. There'll be old episodes there. Hear me and Max from the very beginning. We sound like babies.
Oh my goodness. No, Mike, he's like those poor young naive fools.
Yeah. We were like, we thought Batman v Superman was gonna turn things around, man.
Yeah, it was.
Suicide Squad will be great.
Was your mom's name Martha?
Why did you say Martha?
Funny thing, upon re-listening to that episode, you were okay with the Martha thing, Max. You were like, it's not my favorite, but it works. And now you're just like, nope.
That's what me and Justin are saying, Mike. That's what we're saying.
Not true. Didn't happen. Fake news.
You guys like, comment, subscribe. Follow us at 3 Geeks Podcast. Be like John Cena, and we will talk to you soon.
Recycle your droids. I don't like being muted. Cut that shit out. You mean.
And his name is...
I need some good intro theme music. That's what I need. Like, anytime I walk in.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.